Hello everyone, welcome to the AWS reInvent 2023 recap session. Here is Weibo Zhao from AWS Community Builder and also Sami Chong from AWS Ambassador. First, we will just make a short introduction for ourselves. So in order that there are some new audience. My name is Weibo Zhao. I'm a champion, authorized AWS authorized instructor, and also a community builder. And Sami is also a AI, and he is also a golden jacket owner. So Sami, please introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you, Weibao. So, hi everyone, it's me again, Sandy Chan, also known as the Cloud Ultra Marathon Runner. So, yes, I'm an AWS ambassador. I got ambassador jacket. I have another golden jacket, but this is not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about a little bit more fun is if you are joining a community, AWS community, you get this very shiny brand t-shirt if you help on the booth. But more important, what happened in 2023? reInvent. That's so much to cover. So today we're just going to touch base a little bit. And also I just want to say I work for North Face Solution. We actually do lots of generative AI stuff. So if you need help, talk to me, talk to my employer. So back to you, Wei Bao.
Okay, and now we would like to start the AWS reInvent recap session. And there are actually many new services released during the last week when we are both in Las Vegas. But in this session, we are more focusing on the generative AI part, which I think most of you have some most interest in that. And now I would like to share my screen and show you some of the interesting demos and examples that I have found from these new services. Okay, and let's start from the ChatGPT. And everyone, I think, who are watching these videos heard about the ChatGPT. But today I would like to do a test about how this model performs by the same questions. So as we know, AWS has 6 well-architected frameworks, but I would like to ask the ChatGPT about 8 AWS well-architected frameworks and see how this works. And actually, I just started a new ChatGPT session now, and I have asked these kind of questions. And the results, it becomes that is just 5 of them. So actually, we know.
5? Not even 6?
Yeah,
Wow,
actually, this is
that's...
6. So, Sammy, would you please tell me what is 6 pillars that it should come up with?
Oh, it's not sustainable. This is not sustainable. You're missing a sustainability.
Sustainability, yes, exactly. So, sustainability is a new pillar that are added, but maybe because of this large language model is trained before this release, so it does not show. And a very exciting thing that's how we if we want to have a LM large language model that can pronounce or give us a exact answer about related to AWS services, we can use now the AWS service called the Amazon Q, which can empower our workforce with generative AI. And now I would like to ask these same questions in Amazon Q and see what the Amazon Q will answer to us.
Okay, let's see.
So let me just copy this one and yeah. So if you want to reach to this service, you can just open your management console and type the Amazon Q, and you will find these pages. And this Amazon Q is kind of like a chatbot, and you can directly start it from here. There is a button in the side, and now you can. I will just paste these questions here and press enter. And let's see what the Amazon Q the answers generated for us. Oh, it actually does not generate.
It adds something new.
Yeah, it has something new. The item potency and the disaster recovery, which is quite quite new, because previously when I ask the same questions, it actually generates the right one. Let me just try
But that's
again.
fine because at least got 6 of them instead of missing some information.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's asked.
You know what, Wei Bao? You just give AWS an idea. They need to do 7 and 8.
The thing is that during the demo that I have prepared, it actually give me the right answers.
6 of
And
them.
now,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing is that the Amazon Q give us the sources. So, for example, if you want to verify whether these answers are correct or not, you can click on the link, and here there will be the well-architect framework tools, and which will show us the different pillars, I think. I'm not sure where it shows, but I definitely from these pages you can find out where the really
You have the references.
the
Yeah, so
references
you
and so
don't just
on.
talk about the answer. You also give reference to the answer so you can validate.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
nice.
That is the source of this part, and also there will be some conclusions that you might find the correct answer. Yes, here, like
Yes.
you
And for
find it.
here, I have to like help people to learn something which I come up with. Some people have some idea. How do you remember the 6 pillars? Because it's kind of all over the place. So I'm using the word process, PROCESS, P for performance, R for reliability, O for operation, C is for cost efficiency or cost optimization, then security and sustainability. So that way it's very easy to remember the 6 pillars.
And now I would like to send this same question, but in German. So I would like to
Oh.
ask the was ist die, which is what is the in German,
Mhm.
and oh, it cannot answer the questions. It's quite strange.
Okay, demo god is not there, but yeah, keep
Yeah,
going.
keep going. Okay, so actually, previously when I ask the Amazon Q, it actually can generate the answers very frequently. Maybe they are changing the different models. Anyway, so now I would like to show you another service which is called the Amazon Bedrock, and the Amazon Bedrock is a service that's released in this year in April, and the easiest way to build and scale generative AI applications with fundamental models. There are many fundamentals models that are currently available. So if you can click on the base model here, and you will see that there will be different models that are provided by different LLM providers, and you can use different types of models, also including the AWS self-trained one. So
Yeah.
if you want to,
Let me add something.
mhm.
Because for people who are new to generative AI, sometimes they don't understand what the model is. Just forget about the model. What business problem is solved? So like the text model, you're going to generate text, maybe become summary. You just remember the function and then do reverse lookup to the name of the model. Because the name of the model can change, the function to solve your business problem will stay the same. So instead of remember author's name, remember what business problem you try to solve.
Exactly. And now I would like to, for example, click on one of these models, and you will see that some of the models are available, and some of them you need to request the model access. And I have actually request all of these base models. Some are already access granted, but for the cloud and cloud instance from the Anthropic company, you need to actually submit your use case details, and so that when they are approved your request, then you can use these kind of models. And AWS also have its own models like the Titan and Titan image generator, which we can test just now here. For example, there are also some of these playgrounds. You can select the models that you want to use. For example, in this case, I would use the Amazon Titan, and click on the apply, and then you can type in some of these sentences. For example,
Just want
this
to
one.
make the audience to know that we have not different accents, but Titan actually is called Titan in the United States. But doesn't matter, Titan, you basically solve your tax problem. So what problem we're going to solve?
Yeah, and sometimes it will not generate the correct answer, and it is kind of like I am delivering the AI model to a wrong direction, and sometimes it will generate some fake answers also, and yeah, which is some part that AWS might need to also change about that. In this case, we can also use some other models to form a chat. For example, when we use Llama, and we can just send the same questions to the AWS this model, and these models, yeah, usually it will just kind of make up some questions, make up some answers. Let's see. And there are also some parameters that you can change about, like these are actually does not exist, and so the temperature means that when the value is more low, it is very deterministic, and when the temperature is high, it is more randomness. And
actually, let me add this. For some people may think, why you call temperature? Think about a molecule. If you low temperature, it doesn't move, so it's very solid. When temperature is hot, it just randomly move. So in other words, higher temperature, you have more creativity. Lower temperature, you have stability.
Yeah, exactly. And also you can select some of these models to generate the images. In this case, I would like to select one of the Stable Diffusion models, and we can type some of these pictures, like I'm idol of Marie Curie. Let's see if it can generate a portrait or of Marie Curie, which is a very famous chemistry and physics scientist from Poland. Okay, it does not. It seems to not generate it very well.
Maybe you can put scientist in front, make it more narrow. Yes. Scientist picture of. Nice. That's another thing I want to add. When you are asking generative AI to generate something, the more specific, the better. Because when I say, draw me a person, what do you want? But if you say draw someone is more close to the name or what that person is doing or what's her or his title, then you get more accurate outcome and result.
Exactly. It actually depends on how you formalize your sentence. Now you see that although I have write this sentence not so right, like I should scientific. Scientists are also right. Usually, when I just increase the sentence, when I make it more specific, the AI can understand better, and then now it generates a very nice pictures. And also,
I want to add really quickly. Do not have to worry about you ask a prompt that basically the question to be perfect. The generative AI is smart enough to understand. But if you have the well form, you understand better because sometimes you misinterpret. So like I am not, for example, if I have to ask a question in German, which is probably not perfect or not as good as the Weibao, but if I can just put all the keywords, then I can generate the result, then I tune it, basically try to make the prompt getting better, and then you have much better results.
Okay. And now I would like to tell you that you can also upload some reference images so that you can generate a series of images that has the same style or combine based on this image to generate another one, and which is quite cool. And so we have talked about so many models, and when we want to use these models to build up applications. And there is a new AWS service that are now available called the Party Rock, which helps everyone to build AI apps. And it is actually quite easy to build. So let me just show you an example. You can just click on build your own app and describe what kind of app are you going to generate. And let me just type a sentence: generate a sign scientist website with introduction and portrait, for example. And then I can click on the generate app, and it will take a few minutes, but it will then generate applications that can show the, for example, the chat, the text, and also the images and the portrait. The thing now you see that it is a scientist website builder, and you can type in the scientist name, for example, Marie Curie, and his field is in chemistry. And then you will find that it will just give us a introduction about the Marie Curie, and also it generates a portrait of the Marie Curie. And actually, you can also edit this page. Like you can drop. I think here you can make it like something like this way, and drag and drop. And this is actually very available for us to change about. And if you want a short answer, you can also edit the properties here, and you can write 2 paragraphs. And now I don't want to write 2 paragraphs. I write a short and concise introduction, and then you can click on save, and you will see that it will now regenerate this kind of concept. And so now the answers will be much shorter than than before. And let us try another scientist like Albert Einstein, and his field is in physics, right? And here is a draft introduction of Albert Einstein, and now it generates this kind of portrait. So, and if you are not satisfied with this kind of answers, you can just click on retry, and it will generate a new. For example, let me just click on retry here, and it will just generate a new images for us. Yeah, quite nice. And the other thing is that you can add more widgets, like you can add the user input, the static text, the text generation, image, and also a chatbot. For example, if I want to add a chatbot here, you can type in some of these titles and prompts and so on. What else is that you can also make this website public. Like if you just click on the public, now there will be a link to that you can copy with, and then you can share this link to the others, and others can use this kind of website that we just built. I have also generated previously as a demo, which is showed here, and here it shows a scientist chat, which is a chat part, and actually you can ask the chat box about this scientist. For example, we can ask where is he born? Where is Einstein born? And based on the biography, Einstein was born in Germany in which kind of years? And this is something that we can build up with. And it's quite very easy. And now I would like to show you a very interesting part with Sami. So, Sami, what do you think if I type your name here as a scientist name? What do you think that it will generate? You're muted.
Sorry, I don't know why it's muted. Wow, this, I don't know, maybe become a singer because there's a singer in Hong Kong is very famous called Sammy Chang, which smell very close to me, and I'm not a scientist, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's not
generate
me. I'm in MIT
a scientist.
because I'm not a scientist.
That's not me. That's not you. Yeah, actually, it will generate someone else.
Okay, nice.
But
But that's accurate because this is looking for scientists. I'm not a
I
scientist, but
actually,
maybe
yeah.
next
So, for
ad.
example, when we combine our name together, and actually, it can also generate these kind of informations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
it's
very nice.
yeah. So a
Oh,
combination of our name will generate an image like that.
that's
So,
fun. That's fun.
so
So maybe I add. Yes, you can do it for academic. You can actually learn, but also you can have fun because sometimes when you learn, you need to have some fun. So you maybe put two scientists together. I'm Albert Einstein with, for example, Tesla. How are you going to look like? So then you of course you want to study both, but that's what I'm saying about the generative AI have its value more than just get the information, but also going to trigger your creativity because that is what make generative AI so amazing. Remember I say temperature 0, everything static, very accurate. Temperature 100%, probably too random. So play with the temperature and play with the prompt, and you may create something new and exciting.
yeah, exactly. Actually, it will generate
This is
a
interesting.
view
But
of
yeah.
the Einsteins. But yeah, it's partially the correct. Okay, so you see that the answers that are generated are sometimes not correct. So is there a way that we can verify the answers? And actually, there is a way that AWS currently help us to verify these kind of answers. And this is actually through the Bedrock knowledge base, which is actually
Mm.
based on a very nice technology called the RAG. The RAG is actually called the retrieval augmented generation, and it will just retrieve the data from outside of the language model and augments the prompt by adding some relevant retrieved data as context. So I would like to just show you a idea from this picture. Like usually when we as a user ask a question to a foundation models like ChatGPT, and it will generate an answer, but we do not
Mhm.
know whether the answer is correct or not. So in this case, we can use upload our own data, like the own data, like based on a PDF that I upload and
Mhm.
generate based on the PDF I upload. This kind of new data can be different formats like the document, FAQs, wikis, or even
Mhm.
those block links, URLs, and so on. And the AWS can use Titan can transfer this kind of documents into embeddings, and it will then store these embeddings into a vector database, which is called the knowledge base. And when the user asks these questions, it will also transfer these questions into vectors, and then it will compare the vectors, the question vector with the knowledge base vector, and find the most similarity, the similar ones, and then based on this kind of similarity, it will select from this knowledge base as a context and send both the questions and context to the Bedrock or the fundamental models. Let me explain
Yeah,
some.
so maybe I can summarize. Can you go back to the previous page?
Yeah,
For those who are not that technical, translate you have a language model well trained, know how to give answer, but you provide the standard answer. Most likely, maybe you have internal KB or you have some information like medical information considered private, but you want it to be accurate. This use case is perfect to answer the question based on your provided information. Instead of like if you retrain the whole thing in your own knowledge base, it will take you lots of time and lots of money. So go
exactly.
ahead.
And here I have a better, maybe a more simplified version. So the documents that you upload it can be split into chunks, and then it will generate the embeddings and stores in the vector store. This is kind of like pre-processing steps. And then when you ask the questions to the large language model, and it will not only your questions will be sent to the language model, but also the context. The questions will be transferred into embeddings, and also it will compare the question embedding with the embeddings that are stored in the vector store, which is in your knowledge base database. And then it will fetch the top n relevant documents chunks and add those chunks as a context to this prompt of these LLM models. And then these large language models can get these contextual answers based on the document retrieved. And this process is actually called the retrieval augmented generation process. Mm-hmm. And what the best thing from this part is that it can generate a answer that is more accurate, and you can verify verify the sources. And there are actually already many documentations available, and you can, if you like, you can just go to the SageMaker or the Bedrock. There are already some documentations available for you to understand more details.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And for that, I also want to add, the right model, you have the use cases, the language model already know how to do it. And you do not have to, like, say, you do not have to create from scratch. And also, if you have different use case, you can just have build another different vector database. So in other words, it's like your business don't have to wait forever to do it. You can start doing it. And if that model doesn't work or you need to update that, you can just update or change a different vector database, and it's ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. And now I would like to show you a website which actually also recommended from the reInvent sessions. The CEOs also go there to give the presentation. The company is called the Perplexity. They also use the AWS services. The thing that I really like from them is that you can upload some of these files. For example, you can upload some of these files, but yeah, there will be some free credits per day, and you can ask the questions based on this kind of files. I would just show you an example. I have uploaded one journal paper that is written by me while in the academic work, and I just upload this documentation, and then their AI models can generate a summary of these publications that I uploaded. And also, I just let them to use, for example, Chinese to summarize the models and ask the questions. And also, I can ask the questions like summarize these documents in German, and actually, its answer is very well. So actually, based on different mother language that you want to, maybe you are not the your mother language is not English. But with these tools, you can ask based on these scientific papers, or mm-hmm. even some other very complex documentations, like the tax or laws, the regulations, and or some manuals of your car. And these kind of things, documents are very long, and you can ask your questions based on the documents that you uploaded. For any
think about the time you say, like, you want to go to search owner's manual, probably like a couple hundred pages. You just want to look for features, and then you want to explain to maybe your mother-in-law in another country. So, but then you just translate the whole thing. Suddenly you become like the genie, you know everything.
Yeah, exactly. And what I actually want to further improve this project, because currently they can only upload one per PDF. But I would like to create a new enterprise or startup idea to upload more files, and generate the answers based on all the files that people uploaded. And if you are also interested, contact me. And also Sammy.
Yes. Yes, like I say, I work for North-based solution. We do specialize in AI, machine learning, and generative AI, and I definitely can connect you with the solution.
Yeah.
So that's a game. I like
exactly.
games.
So as the last of our last part of our recap session, I would like to talk about a game that I find is very interesting during during this reInvent event part. And actually, these games you can find it in the skill builders. You can enroll with your. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because it's
Timeout.
it's
Yeah,
timeout.
which is good as security measure to timeout.
And but actually, it is quite a nice game that you can play with to help you to understand more about the AWS architectures. And there are actually different levels, and you can just play this game to learn about the architecture of AWS. And let me just give you an example. For example, and we can select the cloud providers and select, and there will be different different levels of games which you can gather the stars. And here it will also give you some tips about how you play this game. And actually, you are play with the generative AI, not a generative AI, play with AI models. And this is a kind
AI,
of like
yes.
a competition. And there is some cards that you can use. And here is the energy part, and you can plug all of these services into this card. And let me just show you just a very easy round. And maybe you can just point out the +2. Now you can get more energies, and then you can just put some of this card into this card, and also you can use some of these some of these IAM services to protect the service that you have uploaded into these architectures. And now you find the scores here, and the more score when this is the scores of yours, and this is scores of the component, the
Computer, AI.
opponent, the AI models. And at the end, when your scores is higher, then you will win the game.
Nice. And you know what? This is perfect for if you are a parent, you want to have your child, your kids want to learn AWS, just get an idea on cloud computing. This is super easy, it's fun, and they can play. And hey, maybe the first cloud architect under age 12. I don't know, but it's possible.
Yeah, could be a very nice game so if you want to learn AWS for fun. And now at last, I would like to share some of these benefits. So you will already see that here is Chinese community and this hat, and also the T-shirt and this hoodie. Actually, they are all from the AWS reInvent, as this is really a very nice event and far beyond my expectations.
Yeah, let me add a little bit. Weibao and I connected through AWS community, the Slack channel. And when he first asked me, he's actually asked me question in Chinese. And after we connected, we find out that we can actually provide the content in English. Now he can do German, and maybe we do some content in Cantonese and Mandarin. What I'm trying to say is for other communities builder, you have the language or skills for your country. I met so many Japanese community builder and ambassador, and I actually make some connections. So do not think this is English only. The community is global, and bring the value, let people know cloud. If your content is going to share, do something like what we do, just share with others. And if it's find variables, people will ask you to produce more. So this basically feedback I ask all of you. If you have content or you have a material, you have topics you want us to discuss, let us know. Give us some idea. We have to create maybe some easy to understand. And if we happen to know the language you want us to produce that in that language, for example, we want you to produce in Cantonese, I'm more than happy. Or Mandarin or German. I think Weibao can do all of them.
So if you have interest in becoming an AWS community builder or AWS authorized instructor, or you are generally interested in the generative AI project, feel free to contact us, and we are very happy to help and also work with you and cooperate and meet you in the real world in the next AWS event.
Yes, and hopefully I see you guys very soon and in person or online. And hope you enjoy this episode. And for now, we're going to sign off. And you have a blessed holiday and see you soon.
See you.
Bye.